Prepare yourself for invasion. This is Indie Invasion.
Whoa! When did you move into a mansion? What the heck happened?
You said something about a beach, so I'm in mansion by the beach.
Hey, Daka Flacka Flame finally caught a live one. Welcome. Yeah, because Eric still has the snow up in the background, and I told him that's just for him now because Christmas is over and we ain't getting any snow where I live.
Well, we may be getting some up here in about a week.
Yeah.
Sometime this week. I don't know.
I might come see your snow. What's happening, Ron? Ron has joined us.
What's up, Ron?
Welcome, sir. Yeah. So happy New Year. It's officially 2024.
Yeah.
It wasn't for everybody when we did the live stream because it was only on the East Coast. All you other time zones going behind us hadn't had it yet, and we got the future update from Alder. So I don't. It's only the 4th, but I don't know what everybody else has accomplished so far this year. But hey, there's a good picture. That's Fernando. I'm pretty sure he didn't beat me though. Pretty sure he didn't beat me because I was his ride home. So he probably couldn't.
That's right.
What's happening, Terrence? Welcome.
Happy New Year. Written the date wrong already.
Yeah, I haven't written the date wrong, but I've gotten a fair bit of BattleTech painted and some stuff ordered. I ordered some stuff for doing combined arms stuff because I love the idea. When I first started playing BattleTech, I wasn't playing with tanks and aerospace fighters and stuff. So now that I have income as a grown up, What is this? Oh! Did you finish?
Since he's here, it's not
get rid of me. Make the picture big.
But yeah, I have to post pictures yet.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you need to post those in Discord.
It's getting there.
That is an official Ron 3D print right there. Mine's right here. It's right here. It's behind all the BattleTech stuff. But
I just knocked him out of his tank. So yeah, I stayed online or on the table last week when we went off the air from our hobby stream.
Yeah.
And did some more. I was in that groove, you get in that groove, just keep going.
That one that keeps you up till 4:00 in the morning, that one?
Worked on this guy too.
Nice.
I went and got my speed paint to work on him because I kind of like the colors that I would get with the speed paint for him. So, and now I'm out of focus.
Oh, well, of course. Your focus need more focus. There you go. There's the trick, man. You got the trick figured out. Terrence says there's an announcement that WizKids is running hero clicks at Adepticon.
Wow.
I didn't know that it was. I know there's some game stores that still have clicks groups, but I didn't know it was still.
I think they still make new product. I don't think they make it like they used to though now. I don't think it's like the blind buys so much anymore.
Okay.
I don't know. It seems like when I go, I just see like sets. Hey, here's a set of 10 guys.
Look at there. Hey there, Todd R. What you doing, buddy? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
There's somebody we haven't seen in a while. Good to have you back, my friend. Welcome. Hope you're having a good year so far. So I think we're going to review our epic failure for the year in our hobby goals.
Yes. And I actually watched our video from last year so I wouldn't miss anything.
Oh, wow, man. You're hardcore, dude. You are hardcore. What's up, Tim? And there he is. There's Alder. Hello, sir.
Alder.
Happy New Year.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello,
and Tim, welcome. Glad to have everybody here. Terrence said it's still playing and still boosters with lots of kits and sets you can buy. Cool. Okay. That's good. Yeah, we're going to talk about the hobby goals that we failed at miserably.
Yeah, we were reviewing these before we came on, and it's just like, wow, we got a little distracted this year.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true. But that's okay, you know, because those hobby goals are they're just that. They're just goals, you know. And if you don't hit them, it's not like your job was riding on it or anything like that. They're just things that we think we're going to tackle throughout the year. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. We sort of achieved a couple of them, and we'll get to that depending on how you choose to interpret a couple of words.
Yeah, that's true. You know, that's
like
true.
How you interpret that word, how many, what numerical value you attach to some. So, Ron said he'd even make it 12 hours into the new year before he ordered more Crisis Protocol minis. Oh yeah, Miniature Market will do that to you, man. You get that Miniature Market email, they're like, we're having a clearance sale. Oh man,
there are so many sales for like New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and oh my gosh, I kind of had to just put the phone down and stop looking at stuff.
Yep. There you go, Terrence. That's a true statement. That was a hobby goal that he didn't even know he had last year. Collecting comics and doing videos. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's okay though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, look, see, that's what Miniature Market does for you. Wakanda, 4 characters, $20. Can't beat that, man. No. Can't beat that. No, I pulled the trigger on a couple of Etsy sales for some, what did I get? Some aerospace fighters from Modest Mini Studios, which Eric and I were just talking. I think I might reach out to him, see if he wants to come on the show and talk to him, because no joke, if you're ordering stuff on Etsy, I highly recommend that shop. So maybe we can pick his brain on how he does such a great job. And I think the real question is, how many printers does he really have?
Yeah,
I want to know the answer. I want to know.
Looks like Todd got hooked on Cyberpunk Red.
Okay, so that's good. That's good to get hooked on something. That's good.
Yeah,
that's going to be your goal for the year. Yes, Alder, I saw your picture. Alder just picked up Cyberpunk Red too, and he wasn't messing around. I don't know if you guys saw the picture in Discord.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was not messing around. So, no, not how many printers does Eric have. It's Modest Mini Studios, the 3D print farm on Etsy that I typically buy from, because he ships fast, he does a great job, and he has a huge selection of different Kickstarters and stuff that, you know, he's backed so that he can get the rights to print and sell. So anyway, well, what do we got on some of those, Eric? Tell us where
what we did last year is we kind of just went, you know, quick fire. We went through last year's list, and we kind of evaluated, well, how well did we do? We kind of already think we know how we did. So this will probably be pretty quick. Let's see. So our New Year's goals from 2023. So this was last year. So these were the goals for 2023. Mac, you were all over Twisted. Last year. You wanted to get all the new Twisted minis and paint them all like right away.
Now, to be fair, the 2 that were released, I did. So I guess in a way, I accomplished that goal, because only 2 were released, and I got them both.
You got them.
I painted them both.
You can't help that's all they released.
I can't. I did my part, right? I did my part.
That's right. You wanted to also do a full blown Twisted campaign. You're talking about getting a couple people into it, and it just kind of fizzled, right?
And there's nobody really playing. You know, it's very, very hit and miss. Like I said, we have gamers here because it's a military town, but there's nowhere for them to be.
Yeah.
And so without a store, it really trips us up. So no campaign, big fat zero. Did get a couple of games though, but no campaign.
That's good. You still got some games. And then terrain, you were kind of heavy on terrain last year too. You wanted to finish your Stormcrow mansion as part of your asylum that you had.
Yeah.
You said you had part of it done.
I did. I got part of it done. I almost finished the basement. It's got 4 stories.
Well, you kind of had something working against you, though, right? One of your printers went down.
Yeah, I was having all kinds of printer problems, and unlike our resident professionals, Todd and Ron, as Eric and I were talking about, that is not something I want to tinker with. You know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah. I'm printing this. That's what I'm about. Is super simple on my printer. So it just turned into a like, okay, whatever. Where am I gonna keep it anyway? And it turned into too much of a fight. So I kind of gave up on it.
Okay. And then now this one I think you were successful at, because you usually are, and you started this right from the start. I mean, the day you talked about this, you got rid of stuff, so you wanted to purge some of your terrain.
Oh yeah.
So you always are pretty good about that and finding a new home, but you also wanted to pare down to where you had terrain for basically like 3 games. You wanted to focus on 3 games, and one of them, of course, Twisted, Drowned Earth, and then a sci-fi game, which you mentioned Space Station Zero, Violent Dark, and I think you did a lot of Violent Dark last year.
I did a good bit of Violent Dark. I really like Violent Dark. And I did start paring down, but it was a slow process. Like I sold some minis on eBay.
Yeah, that's right.
My plan was to go to some conventions and take some of my minis and sell them, but I just haven't been able to get to it. And the one that I love going to, Siege of Augusta, this year, I can't make it to that one either. Because I have things with the camp that my son's at that it's the same time. I got to go to our Navy boot camp graduation this month, so I'm traveling over the next 5 weeks, every week. So
I just got too much going on, with family and all that stuff, and work too. I know you were busy with work that it was hard to have, life got in the way of fun.
Look at here. I knew Ron was going to do that. I knew he was going to bring up that printer. I know, Ron, I want to see, I watched, I started watching the video that Fat Dragon Games.
Hey. Right here, Ron, I'm writing it down.
That Fat Dragon Games put out for the profiles he's working on for miniature printing on the Bamboo A1. And it appeared that it looked better than some resin prints. So I don't know.
That's an
FDM. And look, Todd's in there too. Todd's like, yeah, I love mine too. Got the mini and the A1. Of course you did, Todd.
Mini.
I knew you did.
And the A1.
Daka says, I'm curious to see what the Violent Dark revamp will be. Yeah, me too. I mean, it's a cool game. I really like it. A lot of
it's not so much a revamp, but like a kind of like what they did with Don't Look Back. They cleaned up the rules. They've clarified stuff, and just got it all together where it's in one place.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I've mentioned this before when we've talked about Violent Dark. Is I think the coolest thing about that game is just the considerable difference in the way you handle the characters that you're playing. Right. Typically you're attached to whoever it is you're playing. It's your hero or it's it's just like they're cannon fodder, man. And it. Yeah. They're just cannon fodder. And so it's a very different dynamic.
You know what it reminds me of? The old, I might be tipping my hat to age here a little bit. It reminds me of like old Pitfall from Atari 2600. It's about how far can you go before you're out of 3 lives, and then you start over.
Yeah. It's kind of like an old side scroller. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is. So I did get rid of some stuff. I sold some stuff on eBay. I've got a ton more miniatures that I want to get sold, just because of our small game group. There are only a few things that I play. That I'm able to get a game in. We play. I've got several guys interested in Necromunda, a couple guys interested in Mordheim, a couple guys
got this new one.
Yeah, BattleTech. A couple guys interested in BattleTech, and we're going to start a Burrows and Badgers campaign. So we've got a few games, but there's a lot of stuff that I love, but I just don't play. So I'd rather get it into the hands of people that play the game.
Yeah. All right. Well, so what do you think? You did about 40, 60 more or less.
20. 20.
No, that'd be me.
20's good. 20's good. We'll call it 20. Whatever. I don't.
So you're ready for my rattle here?
I am ready for yours because I have nothing but words of encouragement for you, my friend.
Okay. Well, so 2023, my goals were I wanted to make custom boards or terrain tables to go with games.
I think you set up one table.
I did set up one table, but I didn't make anything new. I wanted to purge some games not played. I got rid of one.
That is some. Again, like I said, you did not assign a numeric value to the term some.
I think I got rid of it just because it was in my way. See? I was like, get out of here.
Ron, look at Ron. Never. They can have my minis when they pry them from my cold, dead hand.
Well, to be fair, it was an old board game. It was just, I think I tried it once and I did not like the rule set. So I was just like, okay, it's gone type of, and I didn't want to throw it away. So I donated it type of thing. Bat reps. That was a big fat 0.
See, look, Terrence is trying to encourage you too. He said one is some.
Okay. So, well, that one I'm gonna put a little check at that. I did
100% accomplished goal right there.
Get that one. Now the next one, this one I did do a little bit of work, not specifically what I listed, all of them, but I wanted to finish my starter minis, and I was thinking Pulp Alley, Retro Ray Gun, Twilight, Silver Bayonet. Some of those I did work on. Retro Ray Gun, I was still working on stuff last week with our New Year's Eve. Twilight, I was working on a lot of that stuff a couple months ago because they had new Kickstarters coming. Yep. I wanted to get through the stuff I had. Silver Bayonet, still sitting in its little bubble wrap. And same with Pulp Alley, still sitting in the bubble wrap.
See, I can't leave it in the bubble wrap, man.
I don't know why I haven't started them. They're cool. Pulp minis that are fun to paint. They're easy to paint. I don't know. They keep getting pushed off for other stuff, and that's going to happen. It's like, this zombie is a little more exciting than, like 1930s World War II fighter pilot guy,
and all of those. Well, you've got your He-Man to paint.
Oh God, I forgot about He-Man.
I didn't forget about He-Man.
I totally forgot about them too.
You've got your Marvel Zombicide.
Yeah.
To paint. What about your did you do the Wild West Zombicide? But you did do your Night of the Living Dead.
I did do those, and I did do some of the new edition of Zombicide. I picked a lot of the figures out of there and painted them up for other stuff, like the zombie Bigfoot. I use them in Don't Look Back.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So I did get some of that stuff.
Ron said he accomplished one of his goals. He started using his airbrush. Awesome. That's good. I started using mine too. I've got it over there. It's holding something up. So
speaking of airbrushes, that's another one of mine. Yeah, mine was still, being a paper holder. Yeah, a paperweight.
Yeah, and it's good for that. It's it's heavy and it's good.
Yeah, my last goal was to find a place for that and start using it. I found a place for it. I just kind of moved it across the room, basically. And then also I wanted to pull that trigger on the 3D printer. And I don't know how many times I was so close to pulling that trigger. And it was just one of those that something came up where I needed the money somewhere else, car or this or that. And it's just, I had a hard time pulling that trigger.
I'm sure the comments from Ron and Todd are about to tell you which one you should buy.
I wrote it down already on the next page. So, but
that's
I don't think I did all that good this year. I think only 2 of the 5 really got some kind of attention. So there it is. Okay.
See, you need an A1. It's the perfect time. A1. See, there you go. I knew those 2 comments were coming too.
Yeah.
So did you. So, all right. So what are we going to work on this year? What's going to be the hobby goals for this year? I'm keeping mine a little bit more realistic.
Okay. You're not going all.
Am I going first?
Yeah. You got one?
Okay. So, Yeah. So I want to introduce a couple more people to BattleTech.
Okay.
My Twisted is kind of in limbo right now, just waiting for the next thing to happen with the game, and then I'll pick right back up there because I still love the game. And I want to sell some more minis because I think of some of the great games that I got into because somebody else was getting out of, and maybe I got like a really good deal. And I remember how exciting that was for me to be able to get that good deal and jump right into a game pretty heavily right away.
Yeah.
And while I won't get to experience that for the other person, to be able to give that opportunity for somebody else to be able to do that, I would like to do that with moving some of my stuff and kind of sticking to those obscure games, you know, the Twilights and the Burrows and Badgers and the Quar, those sorts of things that just kind of
they don't require a huge investment is how I look at those.
Right. Except I don't know what that means because I have to have everything. So that doesn't mean anything to me.
Oh boy. So now I like this comment Terrence threw up here. I got to put this up here. Every time I didn't buy the printer, tech got better. See, I was doing it on purpose, right?
Yes. You were just planning appropriately. I think that was a brilliant move on your part. See, that was just good planning, my friend. What a fantastic job.
Good thing I didn't think of that way with the tabletop. I'd still be using the Apple II personal computer. So yeah, that's I think that's a really good idea, you know, that when you look at it like that, where you're kind of helping somebody basically dive in, you know, it makes it a little bit easier to be like, yeah, I'm done with it. Somebody else can enjoy it type of thing.
Yeah, you know, and I think of games that I've sold my minis for. Like I miss my Night Lords from 40K, but somebody's using them. Right.
All they were somewhere.
All they were doing was sitting around here. And with 40K stuff, I don't have all those fancy big glass cabinets. I just pick up what I can at a thrift store.
Yeah.
And they were in bags. And I know some people are cool with storing theirs in bags, but if I'm going to have 8,000 points of Night Lords, I'd like to be able to see them if I'm not playing them.
Yeah.
And so they're being used now, and that's good. The 2 Free Blades warbands that I sold, they're being used now, hopefully, because I mean there's a big Free Blades community out there, and it's a great game. It's a fantastic game. I love it, but I don't play it.
So now that's another one that I have. I think 2, maybe 3, like little warbands starters. I just haven't. One of those things. They're cool, but I just haven't dove into them.
Well, there you go. I like what Todd says here. Painted minis need to be played or displayed.
That's
another t-shirt right there. See, that's another.
I usually go towards the display. I've always liked painting them and then displaying so I can see, oh, I did that type of thing. You know, it's like artwork in a way.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong.
You want to look at it.
Don't get me wrong. I would love a carpenter and electrician to come into my basement here and just give me like glass lighted walls in this whole corner behind my computer right here and just put all my minis in. I would love that. And he would too, because he'd make a lot of money because it would be fancy and glass and have lights in it and stuff. So, but yeah, so that's definitely a goal. And I would like to do our Mordheim campaign because my buddy Seth and we've got our stuff done. I've got my Beastman warband done. He's got his what does he have? Circus of Chaos or something like that. It's a plan for the Indian Invasion compound. Yeah, when we get that podcast mansion, man, that's happening. We're just going to be like walls displayed of just miniatures everywhere. It's going to be a thing of beauty. It's going to be like vacuum sealed so they don't get dusty. Because if we got a mansion, we're vacuum sealing the cabinet, right? I mean, come on. Yeah.
So Alder's the type that he's got to paint them all before he plays with them.
Yeah.
I can get that. You know, you want it to, all look, the same and look good. You take pride in that.
I'm mostly like that, like 90%. But sometimes if I'm trying out a new game or someone has sent us something to check out, I'll try it just to see how it works. Like I remember Battle Space from Table Salt Games, right? Modifius prints their book now.
Yeah.
It was in order to try it, I had some unpainted miniatures and I used it because I wanted to check out the mechanics. Dust controlled, clean game room. It will happen. There you go. And it's gonna have the cameras mounted on rails like in the football stadium, so that when you do the bat reps, they just go back and forth wherever you need them on the battlefield. It'll be perfect. It'll be amazing.
All right, so I get to my first one.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first one doesn't come as a surprise because you tease me about this quite a bit.
Oh, you're moving?
I know.
Oh.
You got excited there. This is kind of more of I need to get this done. I need to start working on my pile of MDF kits. Yes. I got to stop just smelling them and start building them.
So does your husband have a heroin addiction? No, he just sniffs MDF.
Burnt wood. Now, part of that problem, I think, of me not working on them is where am I going to put them when they're done? Because I ran out of shelf space. I got a shelf for some of the stuff I already had. I need to get another one already. So that's part of the reason I haven't been building them, because I just don't know where I'm going to put them when they're done. Yeah. I've already got a couple that are stacked, and when you start doing that, they start getting messed up and gets broken or whatever. And I don't want to do that. So
that's no fun.
That is one of my goals. I think that's an easy goal that I can just sit and just work on stuff. It's not overly hard. I just got to let go of my OCD anal. I got to sand it down perfect type of thing so it fits. And, I get a little carried away sometimes. So
that's okay. That's okay. We know it's why we love you, Eric. It's okay.
So it's a basic, easy goal, but it's something that I'd like to do.
Okay, that's an easy one.
Realistic, I think I can get it done.
All right, what else you got? Give me another.
So, also, I probably want to work on more of my starter sets since I did not fully get it done. I mean, I have a lot of sets that are sitting downstairs that I want to paint. Like I have that 7 TV Dracula set. That's probably the most recent one.
That's right. Yeah.
I love Dracula. Why have I not worked on this yet? I don't know. They're all one piece. I don't even have to glue them together.
I know.
So I need to work on some of those more. I think what I need to do is...
You know what I think you should do? I think you should narrow that down. You should narrow that down. You should pick 2 of them.
2 of them?
You should pick, you should pick 2 of them.
Should I do them like all at once, or should I work on one day, work on another?
No, I think you should do like, okay, I'm going to do Silver Bayonet, and I'm going to start with the French. I'm going to finish the French. That's my goal.
And then maybe do a different game?
Yeah, and then maybe do like, all right, I'm going to do this cowboy gang in Dracula's America.
Break it up that way.
Yeah, and then I'm going to do this war band in Pulp Alley, because just like in those other 2 games, that war band's going to be 5 or 6 building or 5 or 6 dudes. I was looking at the comments and Terrence typed building, and I read building when I was trying to say miniature. Oh my gosh. I don't think it would be an AA group though. It'd be a KS group, right? Kit sniffer group. Okay, there's Todd's Paint Car Wars mini set 1, or is he talking to you?
Well, I think I got the first one done, but yeah, we were all hot and heavy in that one. And then I got this kit 2 or 3. I can't remember which one it was. And it fizzled, I got the core set done, but then when I went to the expansions, I was kind of like,
Oh, there it is. Burrows and Badgers.
I still got one more to do.
Come on, I finished mine. You were all excited. You were like, I'm gonna finish mine before you because I had 6 or 7 left to do. And
Well, you went and bought more too.
but I can still finish these last 3 before you finish that one.
Thanks, Alder, for bringing that one up.
And Ron is waiting for his Black Friday Black Site Studio stuff. Yeah, I just got my County Road Z minis. I just got those. So that's good. I haven't put them together yet. Because I'm just not going to get to them right now because I'm finishing up this BattleTech stuff and I've got some tanks and aerospace stuff coming so that we can do some combined arms stuff. But the reason I'm pushing like for this year so hard on BattleTech is because my son wants to play. And so quite frankly, if my son wants to play, all the rest of the games can go to the back burner. You know, they can all go to the back burner. If he wants to play BattleTech, he painted up a few minis.
Yeah,
I bought him some for Christmas. He used speed paints, got him painted up. Good to go. So anyway, sorry. I digressed. You kit sniffer.
Well, what do you got for another one?
I think that's my big one is to get a bunch of BattleTech games with my kids.
Yeah.
At least with Little Mac because he's the one that
that's a great motivation is, you know, if they're into a game, feed that. You know, because you never know. I mean, where it could go. You look at Nando. We were talking about this last week. You look at Nando. You gave him just that carrot, and he took the whole garden. You know, and just went to town on what you said. It was 40K, and then Wild West Exodus. He was kicking everybody's butt and everything he touched.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Well, Ron's saying the same thing. That's why they went so big on MCP. His son wanted to play and paint. Yeah. And that's it right there. It's like the other day, Little Mac was sitting down here with me. I gave him some speed paints, and he got a Lance for Christmas. So he got 4 mechs for Christmas, and he primed them. Well, I primed them up for him, and he painted them, and he did the canopy glass and everything, which I was really proud of him because the canopy glass is. You know, it's itty bitty tiny and it looks pretty good. So he did a good job. And hopefully this weekend, I will blast his 4 mechs off the table.
See, my son, he moved out now. So it's like my gaming partner is, he's becoming an adult. So I don't see him as much. And he still games, but the game he pretty much does now is a little more. You have to plan ahead a little more. He's getting into Magic more, which is funny because I did that years ago. I did it way back, and it's one of those. I don't know if I want to get back into that rabbit hole of Magic. I'm fine to play with what I got, but I don't know if I want to go out there and get new stuff type of thing. Yeah. So, but I mean, we've played with them recently, and it was a lot of fun. It was as usual, gang up on dad type of thing, and
of course,
dad's got the one character that just stomps on everybody, so that's why.
Ron said, "Oh, look at that! Ron played earlier tonight, so that's great. Ron played some MCP earlier tonight." Tim said, "Thankfully, his son likes BattleTech too." Yeah, I just introduced my boy, and he's 10. And so he's having a ball. He and I got to fight against a couple of my buddies the other day. It was he and I against 2 other dudes. And so he was pretty happy because he carried the burden of the work because I was the light mechs pestering the other 2 while he was hammering them with the assault mech. So that's good. So that's kind of my biggest goal really is just more time to teach him to play more. Everything else can go on the back burner. Teach him to paint a little bit more. And that's it. Cause I don't want to go too big because man, it was painful how little we accomplished. So
yeah, I think this was just a weird year for both of us. I mean, I started working more, which really hampered my gaming hobby, just hobby time in general.
Yeah.
And you got busy. So, and that's life. I mean, fortunately, the hobbies are still there when you do have time. So, it's one of those things that you can't get too stressed out about it and get down on yourself for not doing something.
Oh, definitely not.
It's about the effort, right? Even if it's just that little bit. Maybe you just picked up a book and read a little bit.
Yep.
That's still hobby time.
Well, and also like even this is a hobby. This doesn't make any money for us. This is a hobby. This is just something
fun.
else that we do in the process of that. And the paint hangouts and all kind of stuff. Todd's 2024 goal: attend more Indie Invasion shorts. There you go. That's a great goal. That's a great goal. And everybody should have a goal of having an Indie Invasion T-shirt or hat. I know Todd and Ron already have them. So there.
My last one in here is maybe a 3D printer that Ron has. I wrote it down.
You could just message him when you can't remember the name of it.
Well, and here, and I can put Todd.
There you go. Those are your two references to look them up.
So we'll see if that trigger gets pulled. We'll see. I made the comparison to my Mustang in the garage. I don't know if I want a tinker anymore. I just want a turnkey. Just press go.
Yeah, I know, right? Me too. Oh, that's nice, Ron. Ron said you look forward to it every week and bummed when you can't stream. Yeah, well, you're going to be, unless Eric takes it upon himself, you're going to be bummed for the next 2 weeks because
got some busy times.
Yeah, I have some stuff to deal with for my son's camp that he's at, and both times it's on a Thursday. So I maybe there's a possibility I'll be back in time to do next week, but there's no way that I'll be able to do the following week. So let's see. Family first. There you go. What do we got here? Indie Games goal is to have Don't Look Back on the Table by Halloween and all the terrain for the in-town scenarios by the end of year. That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I think you could do that. I mean, yeah.
Got to make sure you got that trailer park though, because man,
I want to get that. I might pick that up. I'm gonna wait probably till Adepticon, and I'll pick it up there.
I'll tell you what. Okay, so this is not a goal, but this was when I saw the Breacher table that they had set up at Black Site Studios. All I could think about was, and probably none of you guys probably know this game, is all I could think about was A Fistful of Kung Fu.
Oh, that would be good on that. Yeah.
Oh, man, it would be so perfect. I love that game. It is such a corny game. What's up, Anthony? Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Anthony. Yeah, that was, who put that out? That was Osprey, right?
Yeah, Osprey put it out, but it's a Ganesha game, so it's Andre. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's the guy that created the Song of Blades and Heroes rules.
Oh yeah.
So that's who he is. So Ron says he has the STLs for the trailers and have 2 printed so far. That's that's so cool. I love those. Terrence says I have broadband and a camera on my phone. Maybe we'll see. Let's see. I'm that's possible. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know. We'll see what happens. But it's busyness and spending way too much money on hotel rooms and travel and everything else. So anyway, well, we have. Look, it was Todd's first night back in a long time, and we hit our goal of 30-ish.
Yeah. That's right.
That we hit the ish spot on. We were spot on with it.
It's all because of you, Todd.
It is. It's all because it's why we got you back, Todd. That's exactly right. Oh, Terrence got a credit in Ganesha's Power Legion. Awesome. Okay, so I guess I'll take us out. You do Hickey Mwampers on the bottom.
Yeah,
you do the buttons, and I'll take us out. So, guys, thanks for joining us for our 30-ish minutes as we expand the gaming universe one game at a time. We're super glad you guys joined us. This was the first one of the new year because those 30 seconds after midnight that we did the other night don't count. because we were only on for a very short time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So, we know nothing about the YouTube and the Facebook algorithms and all that stuff, right? We have no idea.
It don't make sense to me.
But I hear that if you like, subscribe, and share, it helps the algorithm. I don't know if that's true, but go do it anyway, because why not?
Yeah.
Join us every Thursday night. I feel guilty saying that after.
I know, except for the next couple of weeks.
Join us most Thursday nights for Indie Invasion Shorts, where we get together and talk about something. Sometimes we just paint and hang out and have special guests and all that fun stuff. Check us out on all the broadcast platforms out there. We're on all of them. You can also hit us up on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Discord. Drop us a line at indieinvasion@gmail.com. But the best place to go is Discord. That's where you'll see lots of pictures. You can see all that Cyberpunk Red stuff that Alder bought, because he posted it all in there. Man. So you'll see it all. There's a whole bunch of it. And you can kind of get an overview of the game, I guess, because I think you got it all. But go over to Discord. Lots of cool stuff happening over there. Lots of cool pictures. I just posted some stuff tonight. And also check us out on Redbubble, where you can get hats, coffee cups, clocks, shower curtains, comforters, socks, hoodies, and everything with the Indie Invasion logo on it. So don't forget to do that. And thanks again for joining us, guys. Ron, you have an awesome week too, sir. Thank you for joining us. Glad you were able to. And please, Ron, post some pics from that new printer. I would love to see some when you get some stuff off of there. Anyway, guys, hopefully we'll have a little bit for you next week. We'll see. But until next time, my friends, Happy New Year, and prepare yourself for the invasion.